Well, I've come back to California today and it happens to be raining. It was such nice weather in Vegas and now we're getting some rain here in California, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice to see a different change of pace. Well, you know, I'm back and now I'm back seeing movies again. Well, I never stop seeing movies. I even saw movies on vacation. Well, I got a new movie review for you right now. It came out this weekend. The film is called The Quiet Ones. And it's the brand new horror film from Hammer, who gave us a lot of scary movies, Dracula, Frankenstein movies, mummy movies back in the 60s and 70s, and then they've kind of come back in a big way. Oh, it's coming down even harder now, a little bit. It's coming, they've kind of come back in a kind of big way in the last few years. Movies like The Woman in Black, starring Daniel Radcliffe, and then I think in 2011 they had the remake of Let the Right One In with Let Me In. So this is the brand new film, The Quiet Ones, and I'll tell you right now, the only person that I recognize in the entire film was Jared Harris. Jared Harris is a great character actor. He's from Mad Men. He's been in a lot of films for the last 20 years. He's the star of this film. The film also consists of a bunch of young kids. Now, what I have to say, this film is centered, to my surprise, now I saw the trailer. I remember seeing the trailer to this movie, but I don't remember paying attention to the trailer. So, kind of watching this movie felt like I really had no idea what I was about to get into. The movie is centered in the 1970s, mid-1970s. It's in the University of Oxford. These are college students, and Jared Harris plays the professor. And he is performing these experiments, there you go, with this very young, troubled woman by the name of Jane Harper. Now, this movie says it's inspired by actual events. So to me, that can be some plus and minuses because, you know, I don't know if I believe too much in the big supernatural scariness, evilness of the world. But at the same time, if it says inspired, maybe that means that the filmmakers can have fun with this and just make it hopefully a good time. So it's centered around a young girl named Jane Harper who's possessed of some kind. She's disturbed, she's troubled. These kids, and not the kids, these young adults, and this professor are just trying to find out what's wrong with her and performing all these weird experiments on her to hopefully cure her. And the main kid, the main young adult, is actually a cameraman, and he's always filming things. So this is kind of like part horror film and then part found footage movie using the technology of the day. So it goes back and forth from the movie and then the movie within the movie and all that good stuff going on right there. So yeah, as I said before, I really didn't pay attention to this movie. Every time I saw the trailer, it just looked like the same old stuff. So for me going into this, I had really no expectations whatsoever. And I have to say, this movie was quite effective. It's not the greatest horror film ever made. This movie definitely does have a love for the jump scares. It's totally in love with the jump scares. And I know for a lot of people that might make them mad at times, those jump scares were effective, so I enjoyed some of them. Actually, they made me jump. And other times they came off as kind of fake and cheesy and just another excuse to have a jump scare. They would even do like the clap with the camera a bunch of times, and after a while that kind of got old. But I think this film had some really great atmosphere. It had a great creepy vibe to it. It actually was quite violent for a PG-13 movie, but I felt like also the cast was pretty effective for being a bunch of unknowns. Jared Harris does a really good job of being the professor, but I think the cast, who I've never seen before, or at least I don't recognize them ever, maybe I've seen them in other movies, they did a really good job to be quite effective. And even the girl who plays Jane Harper, she was my favorite character in the entire film. I believed that she was disturbed, that she had something going on underneath, something spooky, something weird. So for that, I felt like, you know, my time was not wasted. I felt like I was involved in what was going on, even though near the end, it just got really too ridiculous, and I know it's kind of hard. You know, you set up these movies and then you have to hopefully come up with some cool ending. Well, this movie to me didn't have the coolest ending. It was okay, but overall, I felt like I was intrigued most of the time. I felt I cared about the characters. I was invested, and for a horror movie, that's a big plus in my book. So I have to say, I like this movie. I thought this was an effective movie. At times I was a little scared. I was like, I'm invested. I care. I give a damn. And that's what I really want when I go see a horror movie, especially if it's not scaring me that much. But I feel like I was scared a little bit. There's a lot of good jump scares. There's some creepy moments in the film that were very effective. And for a movie that I just did not really care to ever see, I'm pleasantly surprised that I actually enjoyed it, for the most part. So I give it a slight recommendation. Don't rush out and go see it, but I think if you're a horror fan and you get a matinee price, I definitely say it's worth seeing. And I'm going to give the Quiet Ones 3 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePod.com, and if you enjoyed this video review, please click right here, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Look at my glasses. Can you notice that? Look at that. That's how much it's coming down right now. It's not raining cats and dogs, but it's coming down. All right, welcome back to California, everyone. Bye. Peace be with you.